are listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. It is Monday, November 7th, 2022. How the hell are you? All right, babies. It's a new week. I know, I just put eye drops in. It'll clear up. Don't worry about it. So, yeah, another new week towards the holiday season. And what a great time of year it is. At this time of year, you wouldn't think hurricanes, tornadoes, and heavy rains and thunderstorms, would you? We may have a small little hurricane coming towards Florida. In the next few days, it could be a super duper soaker, but it's going to be a lot of weather coming maybe in the middle of the week. So we'll be really happy to be out there, out in the field recording rain. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hey, I want to thank you guys for hanging out tonight. We got a good show for you. I see a good crowd piling in. Good crowd. We got a good show. Good audience, right? How you guys doing up in the balcony? Somebody just died. I want to get this show started by saying, what the hell's going on outside? There's like anyway. By saying, welcome to Goof On. Dorothy Hawkins throwing down, well, wait. We had a one before Dorothy. Is this it? How could this be? I thought there was another one. That one says 708, but there was one before the show. Hold on. There's Dorothy. I can scroll further than you, though. That's why. Here we go. There's Ozzy Tiger. $15 saying, this is Truthology for Ufology Super Chat, pre-show Super Chat. The time was 7:01. We weren't even live yet. Thank you, Ozzy Tiger. That's the first one of the night. We always celebrate the first one. Thank you, Ozzy Tiger, for the pre-show $15. This is Truthology for Ufology. Couldn't have said better myself. Thank you. And a big mucho gusto generoso. Way to kick off the show. Yeah, you can help support GoofOn, Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. On the homepage of GoofOn, just click on the About button. You see all the links. And you could become a member of GoofOn or a patron. Patreon. There's Dorothy throwing down $2 Super Dono. It's a beautiful thing when you see a $2 Super Dono. A dono of any denomination. Dono is pure love. They are all pure love. Ozzy, I'm not saying that's not love. You know what I mean. I'm just joking. Thank you, Dorothy. If I was still living in New York, I'd be going Dorothy Hawkins or something like that, right? Dorothy. Since I moved to New York, from New York to Arizona, you lose most of your accent. Hanging out with, as we called them, Hicks. The Hicks in Arizona. Thanks, Dorothy. Mucho gusto, generoso love. Hey, happy birthday to all Goofonians, if it is your birthday today. That's a nice super chat. We always like to celebrate those who are here visiting the show. If they have a birthday and it's like, hey, it's my birthday or it's so-and-so's birthday. We sing birthday songs here. Thank you very much, Ozzy Tiger. Throwing down. Very, very nice of you today. That UFO chick I just saw. Alien Girl's here. Neil Walker's here. I can't believe you made it. I don't know you. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Who's this person? Den Bub with the $7 kid. I'm sorry, Coral. I forgot. It's your job. It just got thrown off. Yeah, it just got thrown out of whack a little. Den Bub throwing down $7 Super Dono. The Dono of love is when there's no comment, no sticker. It's a donation with nothing. A no. Yeah. Thanks, Den Bub. Mucho gusto, generoso. Thank you all so very much. Roll call, everybody. Hectic Stargazer Cindy. What a great name. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the show. Jesse Morrison. Welcome to the show. Heather Birdie. How are you doing there, Heather Birdie? Wait a second. Heather Birdie just became a member? Hey, look at that. How did I miss that? It's not showing up in my flow chart here. Only at the top, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, no. It doesn't show it. I thought I saw it. There's Den Bub. Oh, there it is. Heather Birdie. That's weird. It says, thank you for becoming... Wait, it said something different. Yeah, we noticed that yesterday. Thanks, Heather. I can't believe you became a member. Thank you very much, and welcome to the show. Mucho gusto, memboroso. Thanks. I don't know. Alien Girl, Amy. How you doing, Amy? Welcome to this show. Rebecca Wiles. Hey, you look good. You're only a year older. You look the same to me. Welcome to the show. Samo, Goofonian, Rockstar. What's up, Captain? Captain Samo Goofonian. Captain Samo is how we know him now. Yep. And we've got Admiral Coral Ann at the helm. Yeah. Wasn't my idea. But I love it. Captain Samo, Admiral Coral Ann. David Wilcox, welcome to the show. Thanks, Heather Birdie, and welcome to the show. If I forgot to say it, I didn't think I did, but I thought, just in case I did. Jeff Garvey, welcome to the show. How you doing, man? Rondell Perry, how you doing? It's been a minute. Good to see you. I noticed my banners things are a little small. That's what she said. Shut up. Nathan Allen, welcome to the show. Hey, Fesk Monkey. Is it Fesk? I light a candle every day. Does that count? It counts if you're verbalizing your thoughts to yourself out loud. Something like that. Yeah, say something with it. That UFO chick, looking forward to the show. Nice to see you. Glad you could make it. I know I sent out Twitter thing to a lot of different people. So, although I've sent it before, but Zach Diecast Monsu, welcome to the show. Brookis, welcome to the show. Brian, welcome to the show. Moody Mongol, welcome to the show. All right, let's get going. And Ozzy Tiger, welcome to the show. The Jewish Redneck Prepper, what's up, man? How you doing? Holy Bible. You know what Bible stands for? Yeah, it means books, right? Doesn't it mean books? Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Earth. Isn't it Earth? Jeanette Bombach, welcome to the show. And a $2 super sticker. Let's see, which one is this one? Wow, this is really strange. I see things totally different. I don't understand what is going on with the way this looks today. Heather Birdie. Oh, you canceled for a while and then you became a member again? Okay. Well, you know, I understand that. See, in here it says, welcome to Truthology for Ufology for Heather Birdie. But on my end, it says, welcome to become, you're a new YouTube member, is what it says. Jeanette Bombach with the fox giving out the love. Lots of hearts. That's a good one. I've never seen that one. She looks good. She looks good. She's a fox. I mean, come on. Gigi, Abby Lynn. Gigi, welcome to the show. The real Paulie T. What's up, Paul? Lee? Sorry, damn it. I got distracted for that split second and I couldn't spit it out. Neil, welcome to the show, by the way. Neil, you've been watching me. Is that good? I hope it's a good thing. Well, you're here. You're here. Alfie Joe Bob, sorry. You know, after the intro, I'll pick these up on the way. Thank you, Alfie Joe Bob, with the super sticker. And I think that's a, hold on. Oh, that's the lady in the clouds. That's a weird super sticker, man. Alfie Joe Bob, that's a weird one. Yeah. Thank you, Jeanette Bombach, by the way. I appreciate the super sticker. I wanted to see what it was, and I forgot to look it up. Here it is. Oh, the hearts. That was yours. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. What is wrong with me right now? I just had a Bidenism. Thank you, Alfie Joe Bob. Mucho gusto, generoso. And Heather Birdie with a $2 I canceled a while was a member for, yeah, I know. It's okay. Thank you for doing that again, for becoming a member again. Appreciate it. I really do. That's a mucho gusto generoso right there. Continuing supporter of Goof On. Jason William, what's up? I recognized you. Yeah. You look good. Yeah. A little green. You look good to me. I believe we have one more. Alexander Dansby with the super sticker. That's a nice looking red. $1. Cool, man. Every dollar counts. It goes right into the Goof On fund that gets me to where we need to go to do our, you know, on December 21st, I'll be with Third Phase of Moon in St. Augustine. And I want to investigate the lighthouse, and I think they do too. So I have to call them back down there, see if we can get in on the 21st to do well, maybe just me and somebody else. I don't know if they'd want to go at night with me, but we'll go during the day and probably film some stuff. Alexander Dansby with the sunglasses emoji, happy time face. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I believe that's your first super chat to Goof On. So, you know, did I miss anybody else? Well, first timers get this. Thank you, Alexander Dansby, for the $1 super sticker support. Yeah, we change those every now. I'm going to be changing them more. Oh, wow. I'm Heather Birdie. I know we need to get started. We're going to get started. Hey, little buddy. How you doing, Gil? Gil. All right. I know. You guys know the first 15 minutes of the show is all this. Thank you, Heather. Another $2 comment, though, but I live 45 minutes from St. Augustine. I live 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours from it. Well, that's interesting. Huh. You want to go hunt for ghosts at St. Augustine? Let me know. goofonradio@gmail.com. If you're in Florida at that time and want to meet me there, man, maybe we could do something. I definitely want to do that lighthouse. I don't know if we'll be able to get in. I don't know if I have enough time to book it and reserve it, but maybe we can go there. I think that lighthouse is the oldest lighthouse in America, and that has been researched by many people, and ghost hunters went there many, many years ago and captured some amazing shadows and strange things in that lighthouse. That was really an interesting episode. Was it fake? I don't know. Can't trust TV, but I don't know. It seemed like it was real at the time, and I don't think they faked it. They would have to act really good. I think they really caught something there. It's pretty good stuff. But anyway, things like that. The Artemis launch. We had what, backstage passes, something. We had special access through Third Phase of Moon. And then they keep canceling the launch and the launch and the launch, and now we're not invited to go anymore. I guess they slashed a lot of people off of that list of who can go and who can't to get backstage, interview people maybe. I don't know. We're going to have access to everything behind the scenes. And then when they were going to do the launch a few months ago, they said, we're reneging on a few of you guys. So sorry. And I still want to go to the Artemis launch. I think they're launching it on the 21st of November. I'm not sure. I thought it was November 14th at midnight they were going to do the launch. But I may be wrong. I'll have to double check. I want to go out there, though, and get that on. I want to be there. I want to go. The UFO report. Anything? Anybody? They haven't dropped it. They haven't dropped the UFO report. I want to show you this, though. So I went online to see if it dropped, and I typed in UFO report like I usually do. And it was weird. You get a lot of this stuff. Get out of there. Nothing's really changed. 5 hours ago, pro and anti-UFO factions in government. It wouldn't be the first time. Latest U.S. Defense Intelligence report on UFOs to be made public soon. That was 2 days ago. We still don't have it. Many UFO reports are just spy drones, airborne tech. Nothing came out on anywhere. So, government UFO report timed for Halloween seems to be delayed. Playing them down. So, yep, nothing. What is this? Bombshell UFO report to be cover up as officials fear public is too stupid for the truth. Huh? What? Stupid? Me's so happy. All right, let's see what they're saying. Although they got an ad. Can't listen to it yet. Yeah, don't need this. Thank you. I wonder if I'm going to have access to a mute or unmute button somewhere in here. Oh, that's playing. Okay. No. No. No, it was an ad. Sorry. I guess that was just an ad. Tim Burchett, what are they afraid of? The people in power are in denial. I would release every single last file. Tim Burchett is demanding full transparency into alien sightings. Oh, your mother's got 19 eggs. Come on. He has previously weighed in on conspiracy surrounding the supposed alien crash site at Roswell, saying the American public can handle the truth and should be told. The site claimed to be on the location of an alien crash in 47 has been the subject of much focus from groups searching for evidence of life beyond Earth. Officials with the U.S. military at first claimed the flying disc had been found. Yeah, all right. So we're too stupid. We're stupid. We can't handle the truth. You know, you've heard this before on that movie, Men in Black. People are kind, gentle, and generally don't want to do anybody harm. But when you get them together in groups, they become violent, greedy, disgusting animals, which is true. Which is true. That's sad. Because here's what's going to happen. The aliens are here. They have landed. That's on the TV. And we are about to meet the captain and admiral of this alien species. This one goes by Admiral Corallan, and this one's Captain Samo. And then people would be like, these freaking aliens are going to take over the earth. I don't trust them. We need to protect ourselves. Then people start freaking out. The preppers start coming out of their holes, and everybody's like, we got this. We're going to take down them effing aliens. And then they start a war, an intergalactic war on Earth with aliens who probably made us. Which brings me to today. And it was a great thought somebody gave me when we were conversing on Twitter. I believe it was, who was it? Billy P? Was it you? Who was that person? Yeah, I don't remember. Hellfire? Was that you? Yeah, it was Hellfire. Hellfire Studios. Yeah. He says, he goes, thinking, what if we are living on the after side of humanity's height of technological advancement? Like, we're on the downside of it. Like, they've already had flying cars and everything else, teleportation, but what if we are on that side of it and we're just trying to figure shit out? But I think what happened is, after Hellfire Studio brought that up, I started thinking, I know, it's hard to believe, but it happens. And I was thinking, my God, what if that's true? I mean, I used to think, well, all right, the aliens came, and they brought us this technology and used it. But what if it was us? What if we are the ones that had this technology and it was used worldwide? Let's just say it's true. It would explain a lot of things. It would explain a lot. The wheel in the sky goes fire on fire. You know that one? And the flying carpets. You got all that. They got the black and white balls of light. You got cigar-shaped craft. You got everything we have today was back then. I know, it's weird, but it's true. Makes me wonder if we blew it all up, we destroyed ourselves, which is why the government has to hide it from us. Because there's records of people in the past, probably written down or somewhere on a plasma tablet or something. You just look at it and it's there. Some technology like that, right? We probably have it and are trying to figure out how to use it. But we can't let the public know about it because, well, look what happened 10,000 years ago. 70,000 years ago, as I think some people are suggesting. Blew my mind. It would make sense for us to get off the planet and go live on Mars, but it doesn't. But it does. Like, it costs a lot of money to go do this on Mars. You know, this is something that would take 100 years to do, probably, all that behind me. But we're not even there yet that we know of. But I think we're there that they know of. Secret technologies and stuff like that. It's probably all real. They probably found this stuff in archaeological dig sites like Bob Lazar told us, right? And I know I just threw it out there because it's fun. And all this time, we just can't figure it out. But every now and then, you know, one of those ships gets, you know, loose and we see it. Phoenix Lights or something else, you know, whatever, you know. Socorro, you know, you could look at that one. And it would make sense if we found this stuff in 1947. What if we found the archaeological stuff way back when? Right? And we've been trying to work with it. Maybe they found it in 46 and in 47, you know, a couple of pilots went out trying to fly the UFOs and crashed into each other. You know how humans do. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at me. And then all of a sudden, boom, they crash into each other. And their bodies get burnt up into a crater. I don't know. You know, I'm just trying to imagine the small little bodies that supposedly were found. But what if they weren't small little bodies? What if they were small little people? Bodies, I know. I meant alien bodies. What if they were alien craft, but a full-size human couldn't fit in there? And they got little people scientists to learn how to fly this stuff. There are little people scientists out there. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe they were test subjects. Maybe they were prisoners. Maybe they were prisoners of war. Who knows? I mean, they probably threw little people in there and they probably got burnt to a crisp or radiated or something happened to where they didn't look like human anymore and their hands probably melded together from the heat. And I don't know. I'm just throwing out there stuff that aliens, I find it very hard to believe, only because it's hard to believe. I have no other way of justifying why I say that. None of us should, because it can be true. I know things sound too good to be true, but believe me, I could tell you some stories and you'll be like, bullshit. I'm like, it's true. Every word of it. You wouldn't believe it. Every one of us has I take that back. Not every one of us has stories like that, because there are people who don't go out and challenge life, challenge gravity, challenge others. And they live in home in the safety behind their computers, where I always went out when I was young and challenged the world. So there's stories that come with challenging the world and challenging others and being the best and trying to be the best and wanting to be the best. You're going to make a lot of enemies out there. A lot of people want what you have. So it brings up challenges and unbelievable stories you couldn't imagine, but they're all out there. They're real. You wouldn't have imagined a story like Bob Lazar. Now that was thought up of. That whole thing is bullshit. COVID. COVID. All right. There was a fleet sighting. We're going to touch back and forth on ancient technological advancements probably being us today. But a special report came in from Third Phase of Moon just about an hour ago. And we're going to take a look at it right now. There's definitely UFOs. Everybody knows. Even if the gimbal, the go fast, and the other thing were deemed bags, balloons, and drones, whatever. We knew that going into it. By the way, the gimbal, I'm going to make an announcement right here, right now. I believe the gimbal, you know how it tilts? And oh, look at that. We don't have anything like that. I think it's a remote control blimp. An unmanned blimp. Yeah. Why not? Blimps can tilt to the side and, slowly come back. I never thought of that until now, till yesterday, till today. I don't know. When did I think of that? But I thought of it. It could be a blimp. A remote control unmanned blimp. Yes, they have them. They're all over. What do I know? Okay, a question came in from Eyes Wide Open. Have you seen any black unmarked helicopters lately? No. And I'll tell you why. I sleep during the day. So I'm rarely outside during the day anymore. I'm trying to get it turned around, but no, haven't seen anything. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, not that I know of. Why? It's an interesting question. It is. What? I got a message? All right, hold on. Let's take a look. Oh, you know what's really weird? I cannot get into my messenger anymore. It won't let me type anything. I go to click on your names and stuff, and it won't let me in. It just freezes there. And when I tried going into it and finding it another way, it brought messages from the beginning of the year, January and February, were popping up like I never got them. And that's on Messenger. So if anybody's having any issues like that, please let me know. It is bizarre. Very bizarre. Hey, here's a $5 super chat it's a super dono from Bernie Muro. Thank you, Bernie Muro, for the $5 super dono, a continuing supporter of Goof On, good friend of the show. Thank you, Bernie. I appreciate that, man. Mucho gusto, generoso. That was nice, Bernie. All right, this fleet video. Let's take a look. I haven't even watched it yet. I did that on purpose. I went to the chat room and I was like, come on, let's get this started. And then I got distracted and I was like, oh, the third phase of Moon video is halfway over. And then I said, I'll just watch it at the show. So here we go. They put this up in about an hour ago.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We got a special report for you. We're broadcasting live from the Big Island of Hawaii. It's 1:32 p.m. and we've been quite busy just recently. That's why we're a little short of some of the videos on your favorite channel, Third Phase of Moon, but we're going to be bringing it to you. We just wrapped up our latest documentary, UFO Endgame, to disclosure, and it's being ingested so we could share it to the world. It's going to be coming out early next year, so stay tuned for that. But in the meanwhile, we're on the mission bringing you the latest UFO videos from around the world. And what's quite incredible is if you watched our video that we posted 10 days ago of what looked to be a massive fleet of UFOs, well, we've got more from 20,000 feet, a really clear video that has come into us exclusively right here at Third Phase of Moon. So let's get going right now. And again, we appreciate everybody joining us in this live broadcast. We see over 300 people are just joining us in the first moments of Third Phase of Moon. Let's roll the first video right now. Take a look at this, guys. Here we go. Like I said, 10 days ago, we received a video, but now Melody Ostro from Florida to New York inbound saw something as she thinks is near North Carolina. But look at this. Again, the massive fleet is once again seen, but this time in very clear detail, guys. What the heck is going on here? This is quite amazing. Let me read what the statement from Melody Ostro, who emailed me the master file to my Gmail via Google Drive. She says, caught on video, the UFO fleet in the sky. She says, She can't believe that TikTok video that was posted again just 10 days ago got more views than hers, but this is much clearer. She also states that she was flying home from Florida to New York and posted it. She says they're somewhere around North Carolina. Personally, she thinks they're submarines. Guys, is this a fleet of submarines? There's a buildup right now in regards to the world of military engagement. Is this the biggest fleet of submarines that we've ever seen, or are these UFOs in the skies? Let me see. Somebody says these are tankers in the water. Cody, you may be right, but as we look at it, they're not really
I gotta stop it. This one looks like it has a trail coming this way. I mean, none of these have wakes behind them. That would be a lot. First of all, that would be a lot of anything. Ships, submarines in one area at one time. It would be totally dangerous. They wouldn't do it.
Find as we see tankers. They're really obscure in their shape and form. They're not very consistent with one another, and there's so many of them. Again, here's a video from 10 days ago that we posted exclusively on Third Phase of Moon, first to the world. It was out on TikTok, and again, we're looking.
It's the same thing. All right, it's the same thing. So now I'm going to call bullshit. Somebody's bullshitting with us, and it's not Third Phase. They just get these videos or grab them off the internet like everybody else and try to get permission to use them. And it's not them. It's not their CGI. So stop that. This is weird. I felt like this could be CGI, but when you zoom in, when they zoom in on these objects, they do get bigger. They don't get, like, if it was fake, it would be hard to zoom in on them all and then all of them perfect come into view or whatever. It's just very difficult. And I don't know if that's happening here. I've never seen black UFOs. I've seen them in shadows, like they're white and then they turn gray because of the shadow, but this is different. All right. I don't know. All right. You want to know why? It's too good to be true. Right? Isn't that what it is? It's too good to be true. True? I just read Ventil and I said, sent some just released photo to your email. Okay. Somebody sent me some photos to my email if I want to use them. Okay. It's not dirt on the window. That was brought up. These are actually moving on this one from right to left. I don't know about the other ones, but yeah, you can see. I mean, we all thought of that too, but yeah, I don't know. Well, it isn't, but it was thought of for sure. Exactly, Ozzy Tiger. Too coincidental to be real. One of them has to be fake. I don't know, man. Let's continue and see what the Cousins brothers think.
Looking at these, and some of these appear to be in front of the clouds and above the horizon.
This was from a week or two ago.
Very interesting with the
here's a new
video that we once again just received moments ago.
Okay, that looks like they're in the ocean. But you have some that are further away that are not so brightly lit up or distinguished. And then you have some that are closer, it looks like. It's very weird. It looks like dirt on a window. It does.
Quite amazing stuff here.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
So I'm trying to make out. I would say that at least there's 40 to 50 of these things out there. And if these are just mundane tankers or boats,
there's at least 100 out there.
We'd see more videos like this, but we don't. These are very rare, and comparatively to the one 10 days ago and what we're looking at right now, it's quite amazing. And again,
you see, these are closer than these. That's why these are gray and these are black. Now, these are in the air or it's fake. To me, look at this. it's the same object, I think, just replicated. But I thought that, and then they just copied and pasted them all over. But what about the ones that are in the background? You really have to think about this. If this is fake, they actually thought about the 3D imaging of it, like the depth. Whoever thought of this, if they faked it, they thought, like, let's show some that are in the distance. Usually when they do that, they make them smaller. These people really got smart, if they faked it, and made them grayer. See, I don't think people are that smart. I don't think they're that clever. I think this is really there. But I also saw something that seemed awfully strange to me when they were looking out the window. That's just a digital artifact of the video. It seemed like the whole entire group was going around in a counterclockwise motion. Like this whole thing reminded me of like a hurricane, and it seemed to be going in like a circle. Watch. Maybe I'm just imagining. I don't think I am, but watch.
Just received moments ago from Melody. Quite amazing stuff here.
You see, can you see just a subtle
So I'm trying to make out
movement? Don't you see it's all moving in unison? Either that's an overlay of something or it's real.
At least there's 40 to 50 of these things out there. And if these are just mundane tankers,
doesn't mean it's
boats,
not.
I would imagine.
Doesn't mean it is. I mean, it doesn't mean it is.
But we don't. These are very rare, and comparatively to the one 10 days ago and what we're looking at right now, it's quite amazing. And again, the clarity is off the hook on this one. Guys, I want to get your thoughts.
Is it really clean? Is it clear? Is that clear? I don't see any details. I know it's clear that we can see these things clearly, but I want to see details. I want it closer. I don't want a black smudge. I want to see rivets. I want to see windows. I want to see people waving.
We got Bowen who says, wowzers. Appreciate your comment there. Let's see. Cal says, wow, they're definitely flying above the water. I
think they are.
Again, it's hard to tell, but comparatively to both videos, it would seem so. Again, it's really hard to tell, but again, there is no wake. If there were you're right, KQ. I'm not really seeing too much of any wakes or anything. I do see some kind of shadow behind that, if that's cutting through the clouds or some maybe exhaust. But again, I'm not seeing like the typical wake you would see, like that you would see during a boat going through the water, where the wake widens as it leaves its trail.
All right, I want to see what you guys are saying in the chat. Tim Freestone says, ships waiting to go to port have no load to do the events of the day. I'm not sure. Could be. Everybody do exactly what Rich says. Now, don't blame Turd Phase for the shit video we're all watching here for God knows what reason other than it's their video, and Rich is obliged to play it. Yep, that's right. I'm playing it because it's a UFO report. True. And Blake brings up all the points I'm bringing up. They're not saying, oh, this is definitely angels and demons coming down in craft. Nobody said that. They're actually saying, could these be? Could this be? And is it be? We don't know what it be, but we post it up here for you to tell us. Tell us, geniuses. Come on, Connor. What is it? CGI? Now, if it's CGI, here's where the debunkers are shit. Except some people, like Mick West tries to give examples. You need to prove why you think it's CGI. But you can't. It looks like it, they say. I said it. Third Phase of Moon said it. So why are you mad at them? Why are you mad at me for playing it? Grow up. Let's see what else everybody says. Perspective is everything, isn't it? I wonder if we were on the ground or on wherever and looking up what it would look like. I don't know, but I think even if you got all the world's navies together, there aren't that many submarines. They don't look like they're moving, do they? And I said that, and what you can do is pick one of these. See, I picked this one here, like one of these, and I try to follow it as long as I can to see if it gets further away or closer to the object here. So they don't move. I don't know if Blake paused the video and while he's showing this, but I'm sure we'll see another version
behind it. These are pretty like really subtle streaks behind these objects. And again, as we compared it to the video that was captured 10 days ago to the video that was just submitted moments ago here, they're very similar. I'm wondering if this is in the exact same area.
And Blake just said, I'm wondering if these are in the same area. So I don't know where it's from, but this one's at 20,000 feet. The other one was at 35,000 feet. But then Bub right, content keeps ufology on track. We have to see something new to learn. So let's say it turns out to be CGI. I need to learn how it was done. We never get to see that. We never do. What the debunkers say, well, you could just tell. No, you can't just tell. You can't just tell. To really tell, you need the original video, which we'll never get. And you need to look at a lot of stuff. What is it? The metadata? You got to look at all that too. There's a lot of stuff out there, but there's nothing wrong with anybody playing these videos at all. If I could learn how that was CGI, then I learned on how they made it. Now I know. Now I know what to look for. It's very difficult to prove. And why can't this be real? You know, people who don't believe anything are like hammers, you know? Everything looks like a nail to them. So
again, different times of day, but look at this clarity that's coming in. You
can see it out there.
Interesting stuff here.
It does look like they're moving this way, like from left to right, like almost like they're moving in unison. See, that's what I don't like. Or is it because the plane is moving? I don't know.
Now, guys, like I said, there's so many videos coming into Third Phase of Moon.
Anyway, it's a good one and a bad one. It's very difficult. Very difficult. That's an interesting sighting. Only because there was the other one that was out there. Oh shit. What the hell is this? Right after that Third Phase of Moon video, they had another one right after. I gotta show this. Third Phase, don't be mad, but this is really interesting. I think. I don't know. I was just glancing.
Above it, below it, and then the box.
All right, guys, look at this. St. Paul, Minnesota. Earlier in October, last month here, something was captured that looks to be some kind of obviously a square rectangle, dark shape in the sky, illuminated on the edges of it as it rotates. But what's interesting, this phenomenon just wasn't captured in one location. We have this same phenomenon happening all over the world. The question is it some kind of new holographic projection system that we're not known to? Right now, we're not seeing any lights projected from the ground. Could it be coming down from above? Some kind of possibly new technology up in the clouds doing this projection of, again, a dark square illuminated around it. Again, this thing's massive, whatever's up there. The projection system is quite extraordinary. This thing's a football field size black square just hovering up there. Let's see, Lost in Space says high-powered flashlight with a piece of tape on the lens. Man, if you have a powerful flash
I'm sorry. That is really intense, is what I said. I said, and then I was just going to say, oh, I know what this is. It's the new iPhone flashlight. Yeah. 1 trillion lumens or something. Anyway, you can watch the rest of their video on Third Phase of Moon. I know you will. I know you will. All right. Yeah. You got to have new stuff to show. Without new stuff, there's nothing to learn. Part-Time Pete has a message. Submarine is one of the best shape or structure for a transmedium craft. Yeah, it is. Not only can it go underwater, probably go in space. Strap on your anti-gravity device and away you go. Yeah. 1,000,000%. But, yeah, because it's airtight. It can do very well in space. But is it made for space? You know what I mean? Is it going to survive? You know, you got to put some heat shields on. Oh, no, wait, you're talking about the anti-gravity. Well, I don't know. How does that work anyway? So you put on the anti-gravity device, and it's got to encompass the whole submarine or the whole ship, right? Isn't that how they make their turns at 30,000 miles an hour, right-angle turns? Because they're encased in a gravity bubble where they don't feel time and space or shifting or any kinetic energy effects. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe it is possible. Of course it would be possible. Now, we have seen ancient aliens. We've seen the show. And what have they been talking about for the past 20 years? Ancient technology, aliens visiting Earth, helping us build society with massive blocks and using their magic to do whatever, build the pyramids and everything else we see. Well, what if it isn't aliens and it was us all along? The little Italian man who built Coral Castle in Florida. 10-ton door. You can just push it with your hand and it'll open. This man built all this stuff. He weighed 105 pounds. He was 5'3", and he had an anti-gravity device that he put. They said it was like in a box. This is what some witnesses said, and there's some pictures of this box that looks like he put it at the top of where there were 3 poles, and it would sit on top of the 3 poles, and they think it created a gravity wave on the floor in the whole area, and you're able to just move things and glide it like it was on ice. And apparently, I think he disassembled it and then died, or somebody got the technology when he died. I don't remember. But he had all this secret technology, and he only did it at night so nobody could watch. So, yeah, it was pretty interesting. He built that castle for his immigrant wife that he waited for his whole life, and she never showed. He came to America, built the castle for her, and it was a great love story. The mystery died, just like Tesla. When he died, they took all of his stuff. And I believe it was John, wasn't it the first Trump Sr.? Not Donald Trump, but his father was part of that, right? I don't know. I love ancient technologies. There's just no explanation for some of the things that they built, especially the pyramids. So why can't it be that it was just us and we somehow made this technology? Maybe we found it. I don't know. But I believe now, because doesn't it make sense? UFOs have been seen through all of mankind. We've always attributed them to intergalactic beings, interstellar beings, and aliens of that nature. But what if they've been here the whole time? And as a matter of fact, what if they made us wrote the Bible as a book to guide us in society. Hey, don't kill people. That's a bad one. Don't do it. Don't steal from your neighbor. It's not nice. Don't do that. Don't admire your neighbor's shit. Don't covet thy neighbor's wife. Oh, you can covet her. Yeah, you can covet her. Yeah. Makes you wonder where all that stuff came from. And then they destroyed it. They destroyed it. They destroyed everybody. They killed them all. Or an asteroid hit. And then civilization had to start over. And that technology got buried in the rubble. The people who knew what that technology was and knew how it worked were all wiped out. And people scattered. And it took a very long time for mankind to rebuild into what we have today. But if you look back on the last 100 years, holy shit. When I was born, 1968, there was only 3 billion people on the planet, I believe. That's it. In the last 54 years, we've doubled it in just 50 years. Almost doubled it. They said, the experts said, by the time we hit 9 billion people, which is not that far away, the earth cannot give us the food we need anymore to maintain. I mean, that's bullshit. There's already millions of people, hundreds of millions of people that are starving on this planet. Oh, they're going to go into starvation. There's not going to be any fresh water. There's going to be the most important thing isn't going to be oil. It's going to be water, which is true. We're now seeing droughts all over the Southwest that we've never seen before. Lake Havasu is drying up and Lake Pleasant's drying up. I flew my drone over there before I moved. I couldn't believe how empty it was. How low the water was, and it's much, 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 much lower now since I moved only 18 months ago. Yeah, eventually the Colorado River is not going to be able to support the entire Southwest anymore. Something's going on. It's the end times. It's the beginning of the end. It has to be. It feels like it. Doesn't it feel like it? It feels like it. Doesn't it? It doesn't? That's weird. That is really strange. I just pulled up an article that I was going to go over. And I clicked on it and it says it's no longer available. I just did it again. It's no longer available. Wow, this is really bizarre. Yeah, you know what I did? I restarted my computer, which I normally don't do. I just put it in sleep mode. And when it rebooted, a lot of things just aren't what they were. Like things changed. It may have been 4 months, but the power's gone out. The power's gone out several times, so I don't know why things changed all of a sudden. Anyway, I got a little video to show you. No, not that. Hold on here. Is this it? I think this is it. Yep. This is old. I don't know why I'm showing this one, but I will. This was recorded after Fukushima. After the tsunami in Fukushima erupted, the nuclear power plant over there in Japan. Oh, they recorded UFOs, remember? CGI! That doesn't look like a drone to me. Does it? That looks like a A square in a circle, almost. Right? This is a good one. Does anybody know what this is? It's the flying donut. It looks like it could be a balloon, right? Anybody seen this? It is a giant yo-yo. All right. I did just get a very important email. Very important email regarding the fleet video that we just watched. I'll give you a reminder and then I'll show you this video or information that was given to me. This is the video we were just talking about in case you just got here. People were wondering if these are ships or UFOs, da-da-da-da-da. And then I received some information. I think this will answer the question, in my opinion. It's going to answer the question whether these are real or CGI. The answer is it isn't CGI. But this is an aerial view of maritime traffic. See it? Isn't that what it said? Maritime traffic jam on the Red Sea. It's a jam up. And we've had problems with our supply chain, right? But I could easily tell that these are ships. I can tell that's a flat one. I can tell that one's got, like this has got like squared edges. This one has a point at the tip. This one is more rounded. You could tell. But it's not the same camera. And it's not the same place, same time of day, same cloud cover. But there it is. That's as close as it looks to me that it's most likely ships. And that is just strange. Doesn't mean it's the answer, though. But if it looks like it, most likely. It's interesting. We've never had those pictures before. We've never seen a video like that before, where there were just black ships, black dots all over. Yeah, something's wrong. Yeah, and if you look at this, it makes sense it is that. You know, you got one ship turned a little bit. This one's a little sideways over here. See? You know, it's just like the video. I believe this is it. I believe that's it. They're not moving. They're just waiting to move. Wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah. That's right. Interesting. Who sent that to me, by the way? David Wilcox. That was in the Suez Canal. That's amazing. Thank you for that. Hey, AU just bought me a nose or coffee. He says, coffee, love you, brother, from another mother. Thank you, AU. Thank you very much for that. It's been a minute since somebody bought a nose. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mucho gusto, generoso. Let's see. All right, I like this. I just got a another kind of catchphrase for the show for my Goof on University. Education for the conversation. That's good. I like it. Denbub came up with it. Thank you. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's fantastic. We need to do a Goof on You show soon. All right. So we don't know what this sighting is of the donut over Fukushima, but I always thought it was a really cool video. And I haven't seen it in a while, but it is pretty interesting. You have to admit. It is weird. It really is. Oh, that looks like a drone. You just can't see the blades moving. I don't know. It sure looks like it though, right? Fukushima. I got your Fukushima right here. Yeah. Well, here. Hey, Denbub with a $2.79 Canadian super sticker coin. And it is... it won't come up. It's taken a long time. Thank you very much, Denbub, with the super sticker. Mucho gusto, generoso. And also thanks for the tagline for Goof on University. It is the number one finger. I'm glad it's not the other one. Thanks, Denbub. Appreciate it. A continuing supporter of Goof on. Phantasm Ball. Yes! Yes! It's the Phantasm Ball. Dude! It is. Oh, I already clicked off of it. Oh my God, it is. It's the Phantasm Ball from the movie Phantasm. That was a great comparison. So, a guy on Twitter named DC says, I watched Moment of Contact. We're going to talk about this for a second. Last night. Unbelievable, he says. If this is true, and none of these people are paid actors, this would be more compelling than Roswell incident. Some people should not have a Twitter account and make comments like that. That was the dumbest comment of the year, probably. I said nothing beats Roswell if any of it's real. Roswell has bodies and captured alien technology. There's no evidence in the Vagine event, even though the story seems believable. Also, none of these witnesses are paid actors. Why would you say that? Roswell, hands down, the best ever. And I hate Roswell. But pound for pound, you can't beat bodies and a craft. Two craft. You can't beat it. If it's true. This guy's saying, oh, if these aren't paid, they're the real witnesses, you dummy. God, he's so stupid for saying that. If this was it was a real event. Twitter. Embarrassing. It is. Yeah, I've embarrassed myself on Twitter, so what? All right, let's see what this is. Oh. Free energy. Stanley Meyer is the guy. That's the guy who came up with the car. Here it is. Oscar Mayer Wiener. 5, 4, 3, 2, no video. I'm just going to tell you about it. This guy. I remember when this guy was on the morning news, like Good Morning America. I think this guy was on. He was on something like that. I think he was talking about this car or like split screened him. But I remember this guy on TV. This guy came up with the water car, right? Steve Robinette, the lead detective on the case, collected the testimonies of everyone in the parking lot, including the final disturbing words of a man immediately identified as Stanley Meyer, a citizen of Grove City. His brother, Stephen, was one of 4 at the table, and he heard the words spoken at the end of his life. Robinette is not one for interminable investigations. Never used that word before. It was tough. He performed a toxology analysis which gave no significant results, and as he also spoke to the coroner, who attributed his death to a brain aneurysm compatible with previous episodes of hypertension. In just 3 months, he closed the case file, sealed it with a colored elastic band, and wrote on the cover, "Death by natural causes." Formally, the case was now resolved. Formally? The case was now formally? Why would they? I don't know. Am I reading that wrong? Did Stanley Meyer die because he knew how to turn water into fuel? Fuel. Yep. There it is. Water powered. On just a thimble of water. A thimble. Car went 400 miles an hour. Backwards. Floated on air. Gotta go, Rich, but great show. See you next time. Oh, Cash, where you going? A $17 super chat from New Zealand. Thank you, Cash 45. Thanks, man. I appreciate the support. You guys, thank you. Somebody said you got another message. Oh, wow. Oh. David Wilcox again with the $14.17 PayPal. Thank you very much for that. And the message says, I love you, I love you, I love you. No, it doesn't say that. I just made that up. Thank you very much, man. Thanks, David Wilcox. As always, you're a continuing supporter of Goof On and a good friend of the show. What's up, alien critter? Lunar Sparkles, eyes wide open. Oh, yeah, I saw you. Hey, Moonlick's here. If they can reverse engineer a UFO, why can't they reverse engineer a dune buggy that runs on water? They did already, bro. They stole all of his shit and they're using it right now. And we don't, like everybody in Congress, like, Pelosi and Schumer and all, they're running on hydrogen water-based cars. Yeah, those people, but not you or me. Shit. Can you imagine how much gas how much water you putting on in your car today? I got to put 2 thimbles in. 2 thimbles? How much does that cost you? It's free. All right, we're going to break up the monotony here. I know you guys are getting a little bored, so I'm going to cheer you up a little, play you something that we haven't played since the beginning of the year or even last year. Something I like to do every now and then is cheer people up with other videos, not from ufology. Here is my favorite funny channel. Well, one of them. Cartnarks.
Narketeers. Oh, that's a terrible... Right in the handicap access area. But I think that's... Oh, that's not her kid.
Is that me?
I thought that was her kid. I don't even think that is a kid. See, no parking. Does that include carts? Sure does. Oh, she doesn't like this person behind her. Widdly weeps. Oh, you like people blocking spaces. Well, I don't like that either. Is that where the cars go? Man, the carts don't go in the handicap access spot.
I'm sorry?
The carts don't go there. They go at the cart returns right over there.
I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry.
Where are you going?
I'm going to pick up my son.
Is he like starving or something?
Huh?
Is he starving?
No, he's at school and I need to pick him up.
And that extra 15 seconds would have been too much? Was that? I couldn't hear you.
I said, Jesus Christ, help me.
Well, would you like me to help you?
Huh?
Would you like me to help you?
I'll get it. Thank you.
I'll get it if you want. If you want to ask. If you want to ask, I'll do it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. I'll watch your car. Thank you very much.
I live in the New Butterfly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it for you if you want. Thanks very much, ma'am. And there's some other lazy bones here that have blocked the handicap space. Yeah, I don't know why people think, nope, well, this guy's parking job isn't awesome to begin with, but yeah, maybe he needed it for whatever. We don't know. We didn't see that. Great job, ma'am.
You're doing a great service to America.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You know, I played these videos. Well, I used to, but I like them because it shows the reality of how lazy people are and how inconsiderate people are. And it says clearly, you know, it says no parking. There's white lines which tell you that that is the way for a person in a wheelchair. Now, what if somebody had a wheelchair and had to get out and her cart was blocking the path? You know, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I hate that shit. This is terrible. I don't even see a handicap thing here. It might be small, but yesterday I went shopping at the Winn-Dixie and I see a car. It's crowded, and I see a car parked in the handicap zone. All the handicap spots are taken around except for this person sitting in their car, not the driver, the passenger. The driver got out, ran inside. And I said, okay, I'm not going to say anything. The car's running. He left the girl in the car. The lights are on, even though it was daytime. So she's just sitting there, the passenger, an adult woman, probably in her 30s, 40s, on her phone. And I say, by the time I go in and come back out, if that person is still there, I'm telling them to move that car. Sure enough, about 8 minutes later, I come out, still parked there. What was the big rush, right? That you had to park up front, right there, take a handicap spot. So I walked up to the car. I said, ma'am, you got to move this car out of the handicap. You got to move it. She got out and moved it, thinking I was somebody important because of the way I said it. You can't park in a handicap zone. All the spots are taken as I'm walking away. She's like, I know. I told him. Well, if you told him, you didn't help. I just think that's bullshit. I hate people that do that. I do. And yeah, they have people that put the carts away for you. If you don't put them back in the bin where they're supposed to go, the cart corral. This is what happens in ufology too. People aren't putting their UFOs back in the UFO corral. And it's pissing me off. No, it's called being lazy. And we have a lot of that in our field. You know? We have a lot of that in our field. Somebody threw down a comment, part-time Pete. Tesla, unfortunately, had an argument with Edison and JP Morgan, pulled the funding on his tower because he realized plans for free energy, so we canceled until all of his money out. Yeah, they really screwed Tesla, I know. He wanted to go AC, they wanted to do DC. I don't know. Something like that too, right? Wasn't there something like that? People are just lazy. And we have that in ufology too. We have the same people. It's gotten bad. See, you know why I put carts away? 2 reasons. I used to be a bagger at a grocery store, one of my first jobs as an adult. Well, 17. Second, I bought a car. The first day I'm in a parking lot and a cart got pushed right into my car and dented it because of a little dust devil that appeared in the thing, and it blew a cart that was right in the path of everything else, and it just happened to slam into my car and put a nice dent into it. That's another reason. So you're not supposed to if you can take them out and it says please return your carts to the you put it back. How hard is it to walk 20 feet? You just spent all that time in the grocery store pushing around a heavier cart. Push the empty cart back to where it's supposed to go. Anyway, that's my PSA for today. The untold truth. Oh, I like this. I like this. I think this is a picture. I'm not going to do it. I'm not interested anymore in that. Not interested. I got a lot of stuff. Greenstreet. Stephen Greenstreet. I don't know about this guy. When I saw him licking Lou Jimenez's ear in that picture, acting like a bunch of girls, I knew Stephen Greenstreet isn't really who he says he is. He acts like he's this tough journalist guy who's gonna, befriend you to get the answer, but he's fake. He's totally fake. Because Lou Jimenez called Stephen Greenstreet out on air and asked him, are you abusive to women? And have you ever been convicted of a felony? Out of nowhere, he just asked Stephen Greenstreet that, hey, before you go. What a dick. That's a dick move. God, I hope he stays out of ufology. There's no room for him. No room. Physically. His head is just way too big for this place. It's huge. There's no head bigger than Lou Jimenez's head. It's the biggest head in all of ufology. Bigger than Corbell's, believe it or not. Yeah. Believe it or not.
Intelligence agencies are set to give Congress a new report today on UFO incidents over the past year. One official tells ABC News the most recent sightings have been attributed to weather balloons, airborne clutter, and foreign surveillance, but the government still cannot explain other UFOs, which are now called unexplained aerial phenomena.
Reports of UFOs occur sporadically over time, but just because we're not able to explain it doesn't mean it's aliens. But on the other hand, you have to keep an open mind about what might have caused these phenomena that people have seen.
Pentagon officials testified earlier this year that the number of UFO incidents had risen to more than 400.
Seriously. Seriously. So here's what this says in this article. It says, I took it down because I thought I was done with it, but I just saw something. It says, meanwhile, it appears that other more recent incidents are being attributed to weather balloons, other airborne clutter, and foreign surveillance, according to a U.S. official, which means drone activity. The director of intelligence, Avril Haines, has until Monday, today, to provide Congress with its first, when is this? Oh, I'm done. October 31st. Why is this showed up as new? With its first annual unclassified update on UAP, the new term for UFOs. It's not the new term for UFOs. Stop saying that. That includes all new UFO incidents over the past year and any previously unreported incidents. From now on, I am never saying UAP again. Never. Never. It is not the new term. Yes, it is. No, it's not. That's the term for government UFOs. That's what they use. We use UFO, civilians. It's not a new term. It's what they call the government UFOs to differentiate from civilian to them. That's why they did it, because they didn't want to associate with all of the shit that comes with UFO acronym. That's why. And it's not new. So tired of it. Get out of here. So the director that has till Monday, that was last week. The report was required by the 2022 defense bill that mandated that the DNI provide an annual declassified update and a classified annex by October 31st of every year through 2026. The update follows the DNI's first ever report released in June 2022 that listed 144 UFO incidents, UAP, but only one of which could be explained. At a congressional hearing earlier this year, Pentagon officials said that the number of UAP incidents under investigation has risen to more 400, blop, blop, blop. Blop, blop, blop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. What's this? What is this? Hold on. I didn't see this. Is this different? Oh, shut up. Oh, God, they're showing the video. Here's the video that we put out 3 years ago. It's still like brand new to us. So we're going to show you again and again and again. All right, let's get... So, Green Street says, reminder, 2 of the 3 videos now have plausible explanations, he says. Go fast is a slow-moving object, an illusion caused by parallax, which is what Third Phase of Moon originally said. I said it. We all said it. Gimbal wasn't rotating, he says. The object's strange movements and observed spinning was caused by the sensor aboard the plane. It was observed spinning? Like this? Or just slowly rotating? Is that what he's meaning by spinning? A slow rotation? That's not spinning. It is, but it's not as we would think it would be. It's rotating slowly. Spinning is the... Does it matter how fast it spins, Rich? Shut off. Yes, it does. It matters. It matters. Ooh. I said, hey, boy, slow down. Post-disclosure world, Ryan says, are competing factions vying for control of the UAP narrative? And are the Gimbal and Go Fast videos really solved, as a recent New York Times article suggests? Wow. What an original thinker. Way to go, Ryan. He's so original. Every thought is like, mwah! Gold, Jerry, gold. Oh, it's not his thoughts? Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's the guy who gets thoughts from everybody else and makes them his own. I do that too. Yeah. I'm doing it now. Yeah. No. UFO Jesus does not have an original opinion on anything. He's too scared to offend his little friends. Nobody on Twitter would follow me if I said I thought Lou was lying. Oh, I would ruin all my credibility as a... What am I? What are you? You're an echo chamber for the narrative that's wrong. For the narrative that can't prove shit. We're living in a world where technology could possibly be our own from thousands of years ago, 70,000 years ago maybe. Right? That's the rumor going around right now. I want to ask you something. Going forward, Elon Musk said today in a tweet, any Twitter handles engaging in impersonation without clearly specifying parody will be permanently suspended. You hear that, Simon Fly? Yeah, he impersonates Goofon. I'm trying to get him taken down, but YouTube's a little slow. Stephen Greenstreet again is very active on Twitter, trying to get those views. To give you an idea of the scientific caliber of brainiacs who analyzed this video at UAPTF, it's the green video, you know, the pyramid video? You know the one. The Boca Raton. Is it Boki? It's Bokeh? It's Bokeh? I don't know. It's Booker T. Booker. Anyway, to give you an idea of the scientific caliber of brainiacs who analyze this video at UAPTF per Kurt Boyle, they still, as of today, think the triangles are not the result of buka, but rather literal, actual triangle-shaped craft. This is simply astounding. Isn't it amazing how Corbell still can't get over the fact that these aren't UFOs? What do I say about Corbell? He's corrupt. He's a liar. He's stupid. He's crazy. A lot of stuff, right? All valid, but still my opinion. But wouldn't you have to be an idiot to not know you've been debunked and can't even just say, you know what, it does look like that and I understand. Maybe I need to do a little more research. But he will never say something like that. Because that's the rule of a liar. That's the rule of people who fool you. Never, ever, ever reveal the truth, even to your closest friends, your family, nobody. That's how you get away with it. Now, Corbell had help, but those people aren't going to ruin him because they're the ones giving him the information. George Knapp. George Knapp and Corbell have to be the Abbott and Costello of ufology, in my opinion. They have to be. That's a pyramid. A pyramid? Yeah, a pyramid. What do you mean a pyramid? Like in Egypt? Yeah, like in Egypt. What are you, an idiot? Why are you calling me an idiot? Because it's Boca. Boca who? Boca Raton. It's Boca Raton in the sky? No, you dummy. Don't call me a dummy. I mean, how can it not be anything else but what it is? Because this object was going 185 miles an hour, slow like an airplane. The flashes were at intervals of, I think, 2.1 seconds, which is the interval of a flashing beacon on a commercial airline, as was researched by Mick West. And the camera effect was proven that it is bokeh. And I don't care what Corbell says. I don't care. The guy's a bold-faced lying jackass in ufology who shouldn't even have a voice putting this shit out there. It's embarrassing. But you know why he gets that voice? You know why? Because nobody can prove anything. Nobody can. You can say whatever you want and get away with it. No one's going to prove him wrong. Huh? What penalty do you get for being a bullshit artist in any field? No penalty. You can just make up stories, and because it's a supposed military stuff. By the way, none of this stuff is proven to be military anything. It's just something that was recorded, and it could have been recorded from anyone to make it look like it was done by military. Even though it probably isn't, it could be done. And I think Jeremy Corbell, as a filmmaker, can make that stuff happen. Right? You use that shit against them the same way they use it against Third Phase. Just because he's a filmmaker doesn't mean he faked it. But he should know. He should know the camera effect of bokeh. We all do. Anybody who has a camera has seen that effect. As a matter of fact, let me bring you up some pictures here. I think I have them. Somebody's taking pictures and trying to say, this is a craft. And you could, here, I think this is it. I think this is it. Let me see. No, that's a good one. That's an old one, but that ain't it. Let's move that over here for future. There's an effect that happens when you take a picture of a bright object with a dark background, like nighttime. And it creates the bokeh effect that you see. I have it on a lot of my stuff. I can't wait. When I put this lens, I put this big lens, I'm going to show you. This, because you can see it in some of my stuff. When I put this big lens on my camera, on my high 8, when I zoom too far back, you could see the housing. You can see it. And sometimes it shows up when it shouldn't. And it's weird. It's an anomaly because the light reflects back into here and it just goes back onto the microchip reading it. Well, not that. I mean, in the camera. Yeah. Hold on, I'm getting messages. I heard the ding. Let me... Oh, Elizabeth Bowden. Send $5 through PayPal. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Elizabeth, thank you very much for your support. I know. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, look at the little doggy. I know that dog. No. Cute. Very cute. I love dogs. Somebody just sent to Twitter. Let's see. Yeah, I can't play that on the show. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Jim. It is. Twitter is a cesspool, and I like it. I go there because that's where everybody's converging. Everybody's there just talking. Everybody's there just shooting the shit. Hold on. I got a video. Somebody sent me a video. It's from Jim. Let's see. I can't play that. That's not real. Jim, I can't play that. I would love to play it, but I can't. Well, I think that music on there is copywritten, but thank you for that. Okay. Somebody just sent me photos about an hour ago, exactly an hour ago, from Matt. Says these photos were just released at the third end of this video stream. What? No way. I'm downloading all these now. My God, I can't stop dying. All right, hold on. I got the videos up. Oh, this is a Redacted, the show. Oh my God, they got Michael Horn on here. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's Michael Horn shit. No wonder why. It's all bullshit. Michael Horn is the guy who promotes Billy Meyer, the biggest hoaxer of our generations. The biggest bullshitter. Do you know all of Billy Meyer's stuff? It's just miniatures. It's just miniatures. That's it. Yeah, miniature. What happened to Heather Wade? Oh, that's a good question. I'll get back to that. Heather Wade. Yes, eyes wide open, Redacted. Wait until I show you this. I mean, it's a woke channel, so they make believe everything. All right, what happened to Heather Wade? I don't know. That is a really good question. I haven't paid attention to Heather Wade in 2 years probably, but let's take a look at these this video from Redacted. We'll fair use it. And here we go. That's Michael Horn, the biggest con supporter in history.
Of UFOs specifically, I want you to tell
Doesn't he look like a cult leader? 1,000,000%.
Audience, first of all, what these photos show. We'll put them up here on the screen.
God, I can't stand that guy.
And why do you think that they wanted to see these photos, the government?
Because they're fake. Because they're not real. They don't care if we see them.
Historically unprecedented. The
It's bullshit.
Prior to our finding and revealing them, they had never before been seen. And what they show
Oh, I thought
is
these were
an
Billy Meyer
interaction
pictures.
in 9 photos. I originally thought there were only 5 and 4 duplicates, but they're 9
I don't know about
photos
these.
of a then
I think
top
these are
secret
fake too.
stealth interacting with one of the UFOs connected to the Billy Meyer case.
And the person that, and it's very important because.
Nah, let me just show you. I can't listen to Michael Horn because the guy is disgusting on every level. He's just a disgusting man. I wish him the worst. I do. I mean that with all sincerity. And I put my hand on my heart for that. There's one. Here's another one. You know, I hate this StreamYard shit. It's supposed to just let me show my shit without having to redo this every single time. This should work. Let's see if this works. Yeah, we just saw that one. Oh, you know what? Screw this. I don't think I'm using StreamYard after, honest to God, never again, I don't think. Never. Going back to, first of all, it's $50 a month for StreamYard. Yeah, it works, but I could use OBS what's the other one? Streamlabs for free. The only thing is I can't post your questions. I don't have somebody to post up the super chats, but I would bring the chat room in on this screen and, you know, we'd be able to see it. That could be annoying for some, but it makes, to use Streamlabs instead of StreamYard, I lose a lot, but I also gain a lot. I don't know. I don't have freedom that I need. I like to jump back and forth between stuff, and you can't do that on StreamYard. And then when I talk to them and try to explain it to them, all you have to do is this. I'm like, that doesn't work. All right, here we go. A week ago, I contacted 10 select anthropologists. This is Eric Schlimmer, the UAP therapist on Twitter. 10 select anthropologists to ask about Elizondo's comments regarding human intelligence and awareness being manipulated 70,000 years ago. Only one responded. Parts of his responses are below. All right. This is unbelievable bullshit right here. This is a lie, I believe. And this is why I can't stand Twitter. So out of all the anthropologists, I think he said he contacted, talking about Elizondo's comments regarding human intelligence and our awareness 70,000 years ago, only one of them responded and said, we had a conversation. He said, you know, Lou, mankind has been around for a little while, and most of the time mankind has been around, we've been smack in the middle of the food chain. We ate a lot of things, and a lot of things ate us. And that's just the bottom line. About 70,000 years ago, something fundamentally changed. Something changed, and our species was instantly catapulted to the very top of the planet as far as predatory animals. We were? How? We were? Because we were able to hunt, but individually, not. Now, he says, all of a sudden we became the most feared. We were the most lethal and the most successful. In fact, most of the large species that existed on this planet went extinct because of us, because we started eating all of them. This is what the anthropologist is talking about what Lou's comments were for 70,000 years ago. Then he continues and says, there were a couple of species that did very well with our immediate ascension. We brought a couple of species with us, the dog as an example. That species benefited greatly from mankind's ascension as the alpha predator and wound up succeeding as well, doing very well off of that. That changed the entire global landscape of the planet almost overnight. Large animals went extinct because of us. What if it turns out that there's another species that's even higher on that ladder than we are? Do we need the social institutions that we have today? Will we need the governmental and religious organizations that we have today if it turns out there is something else or someone else that is technologically more advanced? And perhaps, from our evolutionary perspective, more advanced? Have we been wasting our time all this time? Or are we doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing? Sounds like Christina Gomez. Made no sense. Well, we ate all the big animals, so that made us the apex predator. And then, well, you have to imagine if something here that is smarter than us, I mean, are we supposed to be doing this or what? I mean, what? I get what the general message was, but that was from an anthropologist talking about 70,000 years ago, the possibilities that something changed. That was the worst example I've ever heard. The worst. That was no anthropologist. That was Richard Butt. that was Richard Ass. Unbelievable bullshit. No signs of alien life found near the source of the famous WOW signal. Remember that? The WOW signal's full of bullshit. There was no life around that. Thank you, Marvindale Likens Jr. for that tweet. Yeah, the WOW signal had nothing. It never came back. It's nothing special. It was just something they didn't understand at the time. Back to Twitter, from T-Bay Mufon, says, LMAO, I'm betting that the ones moaning about paying $8 a month to keep their blue check mark are the same ones who already paid close to $10,000 to that check mark from Shady X at Twitter employees. That's not true. I don't know anybody who paid $10,000 to have a check mark. Would you pay $8 to have a check mark next to your name? I don't need it. I don't need it. Not because I'm not that popular. Nobody wants to be Goofon. Who's going to impersonate me? Who's going to impersonate Goofon? Nobody. All right. And then I was watching The View for the first time. Now, I haven't watched The View since Rosie O'Donnell was on it. I think that's when it first came out. So today I watched it. It was on before the show, and I just happened to have it on. And they were talking about Twitter. And I couldn't believe how stupid Whoopi Goldberg is. She might be the dumbest person on TV. Yeah. No, I think she is. I heard her today say some things that I can't remember, but I remember sitting there going, dumbest person. Yeah. She's saying she's getting off of Twitter. And then she says, that $8 is going to mean somebody can just pay $8 and have a check mark next to their name. How stupid are people? Really? You think that's how it works? You just give Twitter $8, they give you a check mark? You got to prove who you are. You've got to send them your documentation proving who you are. They're not just going to give you the check mark because you're Goofon. They will want me to prove it. If they don't do that, then I'm stupid for thinking that's what they would do. I would hope that's what they do. But maybe not. Then they were talking about free speech. On how she says, Whoopi's saying, oh, they want their free speech. That's all they talk about. They want their free speech. Well, you know what? Your free speech isn't welcome because it's hate speech. Not all free speech is good. No, all free speech is good. All of it. Hate speech is when you cite violence or try to promote violence or talking about doing things you shouldn't. That's hate speech. But just to have an opinion. Look, you're on TV saying you don't like Elon Musk buying Twitter because it's going to take all of your freedoms away. What? What? They hate free speech. They want that communistic way of living, and that's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. All right, here's something really funny to round out the end of the show. Christopher Mellon interviews Gary Voorhees about the radar hits and sonar hits that occurred during the Nimitz encounters. And they're saying that at least one Tic Tac plunged into the ocean. Yet, I have never seen a Tic Tac on video. There's no videos that were taken of a Tic Tac over land yet. And I'm not talking about planes out of focus either, kids. Here's the interview with Mellon and Voorhees. Here we go. I mean, this is just going to... Now, for me to play other videos and do it safely, I have to keep it in a small screen. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to start doing it on almost every video except for the videos I have permission to use all the time. Fair use is a little different. Here we go.
My hope is that we'll make a serious, credible effort to acquire and analyze data which can tell us whether this UFO issue actually does involve some other civilization or reveals a breakthrough on the part of adversaries or even potentially an ally. It's just sort of inexcusable to me that we don't make the small amount of effort required to answer such a profound question.
Hey, how you doing? I just thought I'd come over and say, hey, fist bump. Oh, we're so cool. We did that on TV. Ooh, cuckoo caca. Cuckoo caca.
The more eyewitnesses you can...
The more eyewitnesses. What was that? What was that? The more eyewitnesses. What was that? I never heard him say it like that before.
The more eyewitnesses.
The more eyewitnesses. The more eyewitnesses? Is Lou using one of his accents by accident? Does Lou actually speak like this? Look at him. All cockeyed and bullshitted out. He don't know which end is up or which end is down. I know, I hate Lou. Yeah, I don't like him. Because he's fake. You're ruining my ufology.
You can have, the better. We were successful in setting up a meeting with this individual. And so, Chris Mellon being a former...
Did somebody punch Lou in the mouth? Why is he talking like this? He sounds like Tyler. Oh, you guys talking about me for the first time? Oh, nobody's talked about me forever. You know, secure team, nobody ever talks about them. Him, it. Nobody. Not even relevant in ufology. Not even a blip, a blunder, nothing about him.
Former, very senior person in the Department of Defense. I knew...
A very senior person in this part of defense. How many shishes can you put in a sentence? And the senior person, such a person, shimmer.
He would have some really good perspective.
He would have some. What is he? Why is he talking like this? What happened to him? Is his mouth sore or something?
Hope you like coffee strong.
Oh, thanks so much.
Gary Voorhees was a technician on board the Nimitz.
Now, Gary Voorhees is a nice guy.
His radar ship, the USS Princeton.
You can just tell. I like Gary Voorhees. I do. I think he's a nice guy. Plus, he donated $20 to goof on.
Never spoken publicly about the strange events of November 2004. And what he has to say might provide a missing piece of critical information.
Well, Gary, thanks again.
There is something going on.
What was the first indication something unusual was occurring?
The first indication I heard.
Voorhees' story begins 4 days before the pilots intercepted the UFO.
The spy guys came out and it was like, oh, we got clutter and we got
spy guys.
First of all, the framing on this is stupid.
And there's like, oh, we got clutter and we
These
got
spy guys in terms of the radar system.
yeah, the
guys.
guys that specifically work on just the Spy One Bravo radar. They came down and asked me, reset all the computer systems.
Lou's throat hurts from all that. Yeah, that's what I heard. I know.
The Princeton had already picked up 3 strange objects their Aegis Spy One radar couldn't identify. Thinking that the system was malfunctioning, the technicians rebooted the computers.
Brought it all back up, and lo and behold, they're there still. And then we started getting confirmation from the other ships that they were seeing it too.
What were you?
All right, so we're getting the same story. I don't know why we need to interview him again. He already been interviewed a dozen times, right? Yeah, I thought we were gonna. One went into the ocean. Got it. Right. One
Clamor
went
in to get on the radio. What the?
Oh, is that Dietrich?
Churning. We were all.
Oh, this is when she was hiding in the shadows because she was still working as a pilot.
She says she spotted a single UFO hovering over the water.
There was something in the water. There was churning. We were all clamoring to get on the radio. What the is that?
We tracked it going from 30,000 feet down to sea level, like within no time at all. And sonar said they got a hit.
Wait a second. Look. It's the fleet video. There it is. See? It was UFOs after all.
And sonar said they got a hit.
Voorhees claims the ship.
Does I gotta point this out. I'm really worried about Melon. Not that I care. It's stopping. It won't play.
My hope is that guys, in terms of the for taking the time.
Yeah, without
of November 2000.
a doubt, it's
No, something's wrong with Melon. Watch.
What was the first?
Look. What is wrong? He's got some skin issues going on. He looks like he's got melatonin or what is it? Skin cancer. Something might be wrong with him. He looks very, very. I don't know. There's just, something wrong with him, I think. He doesn't look healthy. This man looks extremely sick. I don't know. Maybe it's the puke green wall in the back. I don't know. What a horrible... Whoever made this video has no vision on how to make things look right. Nice and shit. I would have asked him to wear a better shirt. This doesn't even fit him. It looks like he's lost about 40, 50 pounds. Look how big that shirt is on him. This guy's got money. We're talking, he could get his shirts made for him, no problem. He looks sick. And that was a couple of years ago, I think, right? Or is this new? It doesn't say. I don't know. I think that's old. Anyway, that's the show tonight. I hope you thought about if we're living in a technologically subdued civilization now after we had all the technology that we accuse the aliens of bringing to Earth. It is very possible that we, humans, are responsible for all that old shit, and we've just been scattered, and extinction level events have changed the course of history, I believe. And this new way of thinking has really opened up my eyes to that possibility. The aliens are already here. They may be us from the past. What if we're living underground? Like, I don't see why living on top of a planet has to be for everybody. Thank you, moderators and super chatters. I really appreciate everything tonight. That's for sure. A big mucho gusto revolutionary hug to all of you. Revolutionary hug? I don't know why I said that. But I want to thank you. Coraline, thank you very much for everything. Samo, everybody else. Thank you. Moderators, super chatters. Unbelievable. Newcomers and veterans. A lot of new people coming in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You don't have to share it. It's just something we say. But I appreciate the help. And you can help support GoofOn even after the show ends with the thanks button. They're underneath every video. Works just like Super Chat. Or you could use the links in every show to help support GoofOn, even with PayPal and the Cash App. Become a member. Just like, who did that today? Who was a new member today? I forgot. Oh, wait, there was another question I never got to. Oh, sorry. Eyes Wide Open asked, why is it we are, though, only species that has to cook or prepare our food? I don't know, because we're smart? I mean, we are the only species that does it because we're intelligent. We have that intelligence. That's the only answer I could give you. I don't know anything else to say, but that is funny, and it is true. But things have to be the way they are. It just is. Thank you very much. We are, and if you don't believe it, screw you. We're Truthology for ufology. There, I said it. Remember it. Is that it? Yeah. Have a great day. Happy Monday to everybody. Alien bless.
Unidentified flying object.